Good morning, live from the U.S. Department of Justice. I'm Ken McClinton, chairman of the Open Heart Closed Case Incorporated out of Washington, D.C. You happen to behold my daughter, who was killed on May 27th, Wednesday, May 27th at 9:40 p.m. on Good Hope Road and Naylor Road in Southeast Washington, D.C. My daughter happened to be coming home from covering a story on Capitol Hill. As I am a commentator in journalism, she happened to follow in my footsteps. Well, unfortunately, as she was about to get off the bus, she sent home a text message to my wife, saying, "Mom, I'm coming home." The unfortunate thing is, a few moments later, she did come home. She went home to see Jesus. And so, two gang members among 16 people who had gathered in order to beef one another. One grabbed her, the other shot her dead to the heart and dropped her cold to the ground. Just as this is a very frigid day in Washington, that's the way she was frozenly thrown to the ground. We're here this particular day to remember not only Shanice Milton, but Tamara Bliss, Marty McMillan, and so many others, Omni Johnson and others who have fallen, Relisha Rudd, who is missing, critically missing out of Washington, D.C. for over 5 years. Christian Muse. There's a multitude of individuals. I happen to be here with Henderson Long, my very good friend and partner in crime here in terms of bringing a close to unresolved homicides in the District of Columbia, bringing a close to missing persons in the District of Columbia, and bring a close to exploited children in this District of Columbia. Listen, the least that we could do this particular day is to remember what it really feels like in those closing moments of our children's lives when they close their eyes and they go to Jesus. That moment when your body goes still cold. That moment when all that you have left is the hope that someone will come behind you and bring justice. That's why all of us are gathered here today, to bring justice. Unique Harris is oh my God, Unique Harris, her mother has been on our program a number of times. And she's been missing, taken from her home at 3 o'clock in the morning, never to be seen again. The stories are just heart-wrenching. What's even more heart-wrenching, however, is that we have city, state, and local governments, including federal governments, that can't provide the resources necessary for us to close these cases. We have city governments that will fight against you in order to bring private detectives in to help close cases for those who need it most. We have mayors who will sit in your home and tell you everything's going to be all right, and 5 minutes after they leave, the police call it a cold case. There's a lot that we're going through. And in addition to that, and Mrs. Biggs is with me, my wife, Francine Milton, the mother of Shanice Milton. You all don't understand often what it's like for a parent to lose their child. It's unnatural. We're supposed to be gone, not them. And to actually walk through the home and try to find them, it's heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching. My wife, who doesn't speak a lot in front of the press, beautiful woman, but I watch her at 2 o'clock in the morning go past her daughter's room, hoping that when she looks in, it's all been a terrible nightmare. That's not going to happen. But what can happen is you today join us in this particular fight. You join us through Open Heart Closed Case. You join us with Felicia Cook. You join us with Upward Bound. You join us with as many organizations that are willing to come out in the frigid cold of Washington, D.C. and to remember the ones who have least, last, and lost in our community. Yes, they're the ones who have been stolen from us by the criminal element. I'm excited to be here and wishing you all the God blessings, and hope that you will go to our Facebook page, Open Heart Closed Case, that you get in contact with Henderson Long and Felicia Cook, and our website, openheartclosedcase.org. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Say what you know. Tell what you heard. And just give me some peace and justice out here. The detectives is giving me no help. Mr. Henderson Long and his wife has me in this group with them. I'm in a group out here with all these people that's here right now. I'm on Facebook with all these people right here, right now. They're the ones who give me help. They're the ones giving me support and justice. And Jesus Christ is giving me my strength. So I'm here to be Norman James' voice today. I'm his mom. I'm going to speak for him today. Somebody's going to hear my voice. You're going to see my face. Whomever did this to my child, I have nothing against you. I want Jesus to bless you and have mercy on your mom's soul. Because I'm feeling a hard pain. There's a hole in my heart. Can't nobody feel for me. That was my only child. I have 8 beautiful grandkids that he left me. Anaya, Tanaja, Tamandre, Norman, Kayla, Masika, Monte, British, and Diego. Those are my 8 grandbabies. That's his legacy. And his hashtag was his kids is his work. So I'm going to help raise my grandkids with their mothers. And Mr. Long has been nothing but a blessing to me. I love you, Mr. Long, and your wife, and everyone that has me in their group. And I want everyone to know, 50411. You can be anonymous. Call that, text that.
I am not without sin, and I fall short daily. But I lean on God, and I asked Him if He gave me one day of strength, that I would make it the rest of the way. And I promised my sons at their casket that I would fight for them and never give up until the day I was laid down myself. We have to fight for justice, because if we don't fight for us, nobody is going to fight for us. You have to wake up every day and think of new ways to combat justice. It's hard. It's very hard. I have these grandchildren without a father, and that within itself compounds pain, because they're going to want to know one day about their father. They're going to want to know what type of man they were. And you have to just be honest with them, because they're little people and they need to know it's not fair that their fathers were taken away from them. So, Mr. Long, Miss Cook, I want to thank you all for inviting us here from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And I came down here with a friend of mine. Her name is Miss John Bird. She's the one who lost her son December 9th. He was just 13 years old. And I invited her to come because, not saying that any death is different from any other death, but to be 13 and take their life. I mean, there was you didn't have a heart. You did not have a heart. You didn't think about what you were doing. So to the district attorney, I'm being very clear to you. Elections have consequences, and I am going to do my best to ensure that we get a district attorney that sees and feels how we feel.
Okay.
There's a lot that I would want to say, but all I keep thinking is that he was a baby. He was my baby. And to know that he was chased down the street, that he ran up on somebody's house and he was banging on the door because he just wanted somebody to let him in. And they shot him. And he died on that porch. And when he died, we all died with him.
How old was he?
He was 13. And my mind can't comprehend that. I'll never see him again. So if you know something, say something. If you consider yourself his friend, say something, because if man was here and it happened to you, he would say something.
Hi. Zachary Allen Gordon Andrews is my nephew. He was 19 years old, and he was shot down in his house. He was coming home and was overcome from behind by some guys who shot all through the house. And he ran like crazy through the house because there was bullet holes all through the house. But he didn't make it. It took about 2 years, and they finally arrested someone from the street. It was that someone was the person that we knew had done it, was one of the ones who had done it. There were two that we were pretty sure of. And that person was in prison on unrelated charges with drugs, but they also had some evidence, but among others, regarding his murder. But the DA talked to my sister and told her that she didn't feel that there was enough evidence. People weren't talking, which was not true. They had 2 preliminary hearings where people were outside in cars waiting to go in to talk, but then they never went in, of course, because they weren't called to come in, and they weren't going to come in and show their faces for no reason. And at that time, she suggested that we cancel that we drop the charges because they were going to take it to the grand jury. Well, here we are another 2 years later, 4 years total, and nothing's been done. The guy that was arrested, he's out, gone on with his life, I guess, and that's the end of it. So as far as we were concerned, from what we said from the beginning, this is turning into a cold case. Like I said, we know for a fact, my family, that there were people that would step up, that were going to say something, but they never had the opportunity to. So there we are. And the DA, there she is. Nothing. And even the detectives, we had some great detectives that worked on the case, and the lead detective told me, he told me that he would rather try the case and lose than not try the case at all. We never got that far. So we're still waiting for justice.
Thank you, Ms. Cook, and once again, Mr. Long, for having me down here from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and whatever we can do from near, far, no matter the distance, we're going to stand by you, and hopefully that your families get justice, and we just ask that you pray for us, that our families get justice. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. As well, Mr. I saw you post about your son on the internet, which really touched my heart. I appreciate you, and you're right. We have to bring God into this, and thank you for driving so far on a cold day to stand out here to talk about the pain that you're experiencing and what you're going through in front of the Department of Justice. Okay, these people that make laws, okay, and these people that sit on the hill that have no idea how we suffer behind our loved ones because they have not experienced it. I thank you for coming. I know it's not easy. The drive down is not easy to even talk about our cases. But I thank you, Lord, that we will be having a march just right down this street right here. Pennsylvania Avenue, you hit it. Do you hit it?
Yeah.
Down Pennsylvania Avenue to the Lincoln Memorial with all families all over that have this issue of unsolved murders. So, I really appreciate you coming. I hope that you give support. We'll be talking to you about getting your committee. Okay, so we're going to move.
The investigation of Marty McMillan, a young man who had turned his life around, moving closer to where he wanted him to be. He snuffed out on a moment's notice, and yet government officials could not respond to his new life. They only saw him the way they used to see him. I want y'all to do me a favor before I really get started. I want y'all to get a little closer to me. Come a little closer to me. Come a little closer to me. And now I want you to do me a great favor. I want you to hug the person right next to you. Hug the person right next to you. And the reason why I want you to do that is, that's the last hug you may have with that person. I want you to know the last words that I wanted to say to my daughter is that I love you. And you're the best daughter I've ever had. But I don't get a chance to walk her down the aisle for a wedding. I don't get to see my grandchildren run across the floor because I don't have it. You see, when her life was snuffed out, our lives were crushed as well. My name is Kevin Clinton. I'm the chairman of Open Heart Closed Case here in Washington, D.C. And as well, I'm also the president of my own television network. And I want you all to know something. Felicia Cook has been on my program. Unique Harris, his mother, has been on my program. But this is the one thing I can't stand. I hear people say where they don't listen and they don't pick up my news story. I'm here for you. I want to see you on my program. I want to see you on my program. And the reason is very simple. When people see you, they respond to you. Don't get it twisted. It ain't easy, but it doesn't have to be as hard as we make it sometimes. There's some things that we got to do. My daughter Shanice Milton, yes, she also traveled the world. She graduated near the top of her class at Ball State University. Graduated with honors from Syracuse University with a master's degree in journalism. And I wanted my baby to go off to New York or to Chicago or Los Angeles. You know what I dreamed. But her dreams weren't my dreams. She said, Daddy, I want to come back. And I said, wait. She said, I want to come back to D.C. So I'm thinking, what, the Washington Times, the Washington Examiner, the Washington Post. She said, no, Daddy, I don't want to do that. I want to do community news. I want to be right here at the grassroots so I can bring your stories to the world. That little girl got on the bus coming off of Capitol Hill because I saw the Miller Road bus and it just reminded me of what she must have went through. She got on that bus and at 9:15 she sent a text to my wife, Francine Milton, the mother of Shanice Milton, and she said, Mama, I'm coming home. While I was on the air, broadcasting live, at 9:40, she was grabbed by a gang member, and another gang member pulled his gat and blew her right into the chest and killed her. And in a moment like you're feeling right now, do you feel how cold it is right now? Slamming her to the cold pavement, leaving her there. 16 people took off in different directions. And I want you to know something. I know we love what the government says. If we just put a camera up on the wall, that will bring up the case. They had cameras on the walls and they knew who did it. And there's nobody yet brought to justice.
Go ahead, tell us.
I want you to know something. That little girl had a future. And it was snuffed out by two selfish men. One held her so that he wouldn't die. And the other one didn't restrain himself and killed her. Where's the justice for Shanice Milton? I love the detectives. I love my detective, our detective, Chanel Howard. Love her dearly. I love Captain Hayes, but let me be real with you. The reason why you're standing here in front of the Department of Justice is that you're not begging for something that you want. You're supposed to have it. You're supposed to have justice. There are 56 detectives in Washington, D.C. 56. There are over 2,500 unresolved homicides in the District of Columbia. Let me ask you, do the math. How much time do they have to work on this one? How much time do they have to work on yours? On yours? On yours? They don't have time because we're killing each other left and right. And then we got the nerve to go down and give an award to a go-go band marching on Martin Luther King Avenue saying, let freedom ring, the Liberty Bell is cracked. There is no choice for her right now. This is what I want y'all to do. They can spend millions of dollars down here building, refurbishing it, making sure that the couches look good. You gotta have good artwork because people walk in, you wanna look looks good. 56 detective. Weeks after she was killed, put together 75 of the world's best private detectives who were coming to DC. CIA, FBI, KGB. Do you know what they told me at that building when you spent millions of dollars putting a nice artwork? We don't need your help. We got this. That was 2015. Then 2016, they got this. 2017. And now it's 2018. And on May 27th, we will literally be celebrating 3 years waiting for justice. I want to let you know something. On the night that the mayor of Washington, D.C. came into our living room and sat down and did the old hocus pocus, everything's gonna be all right. We got you. She walked out and I went upstairs and I got on my PC and the first thing I saw was Shanice Milton is now a cold case. A cold case. She hadn't been dead 5 days and she was already a cold case.
Yes, tell it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you all not to be begging for nothing. You are in a powerful situation right here, right now. God wants to do so much more for you than you ever expected him to do. I'm telling you right now, if I could get 75 of the world's best private detectives together in a month, how much more does God want us to do to solve our own cases?
Yes.
I have the resources that are coming together right now to provide for support for individuals to close their cases here and in other places around the country. But I need you. Open Heart Closed Case. I know y'all got Facebook and I know some of y'all got phones right now. You should be locking into Open Heart Closed Case on Facebook. And you should be saying, you know what? I need to work with that brother. He has a television network that's seen around the world. In fact, we're going to go to Africa next month. Over 100 million people will be watching us. And the Africans are telling me, you know what? If they don't want to come on your channel, we do, because we want to solve some cases. Ladies and gentlemen, connect with me. Let me help you. And in addition to that, stop electing the same people in office, get the same results. If they can spend millions of dollars putting in new artwork, can't they spend millions on you getting some detectives to solve these cases?
Yes.
And I feel real bad for those detectives because I know how hard they work. Y'all have been spoiled. You've been watching CSI. You've been watching 48 Hours. You've been watching all these programs and you think cases get solved like that. They don't. They don't get solved overnight. It requires hard work. And these people sometimes don't go home for 4 or 5 days because they're working on cases. They go through a lot and I'm praying for their strength. Let us do what we need to do to give them support. Let us do what we need to do so that this kind of woman isn't walking around wondering where her baby is. I'm going to ask y'all to do something with me right now. You can write down my name. I know some people are watching us. Ken McClinton, KENMCCLENTON. We're here in Washington, D.C. right now, and this is live. It's 10 degrees in Washington, D.C., and I want you to imagine something. Before you meet your maker, the last thing you feel is how cold it is. Heat goes away from you. Light goes away from you. There's an absence of feeling that goes away from you. And then you see your creation. My daughter is sitting at the right hand, praising God. And she wouldn't want us begging for anything. I was told by the chief of police, I just wish I was on the air and cry. Would you cry? That would make them come forward. How many of you all cried on the air and how many of you have unsolved cases? Begging a criminal doesn't bring them to justice. Going after them and bringing them to justice does that. You got to demand it. Not beg it, demand it. I don't work with people who don't demand it. I want to work with you and I want to demand. I got off the phone this morning with a detective down in South Carolina saying, hey, kid, let's get, we can do this in New York. We can do this in Chicago. Let's do this and let's stop waiting for government to do for you what you can do for yourself. Demand justice and then bring them to justice. I want you to join me right now. But I don't want y'all to do it the old-fashioned way, y'all just bow down. I want you to hold your neighbor's hand. So that's the only way they're going to keep them warm anyway.
To take me down. But this is what I said.
Lord God, we thank you for just being present with us.
In your word.
We belong to you. We don't belong to the world. We have the right to come at any time. And we have every right to prepare ourselves for you. But until such time, Lord God, let us not be apart from one another. Let us not separate ourselves from one another. Whether Jew or Gentile, rich or poor, we all are seeking justice. And I ask you right now, Father God, to be the King and the Prince of Peace, to be the justice that we seek, to bring comfort to those who have been without comfort, and bring a sweet, sweet favor upon them, Lord God. That everything that we've been looking for, every answer that we ever needed came from you. And you are using us as messengers of hope, messengers of peace, and messengers of justice. Lord God, build up Minister Long, build up Felicia Cook, build up every single person who is here, ready them for the fight, Lord God. Don't let them depart in fear, but give them a love, Lord God. You have given them power, love, and a sound mind. Let them walk in peace, let them walk in confidence, and let them walk in demand, Lord God. Not looking down to their left or right, but looking again towards you. For the author and the finisher of our faith. In the matchless name of Jesus Christ, we say amen.
Okay. I'd like to thank him for coming down. Like I said, he's a powerful person, as you can see. As I said, this was not going to just be a rally. It was going to be informative as well. We were going to have resources here to assist you in your cases. So even though there's only a few of us out here, we're expecting a whole lot more people, but that's all right, because it's not how many, it's how powerful the little bit is. And that's us, because we're standing for something that's very important to us all, and that's justice. And we're standing today on Martin Luther King's birthday, okay, a very special day, when that man lost his life for us to receive justice. And he didn't matter to him about the weather, the sun, the rain, the trip, the knocks upside the head, the shots, okay, because his life, he lost his life for the cause of justice for all. And that's me, okay, because I love my grandson. When they murdered my grandson, they took the most precious thing I had in this world from me. They took that from me. I put his pictures out here. I want you to see my baby. That was my baby. They took him from me, okay? And then trying to get justice for him has been a battle. Okay? Even with the pain that I have to endure daily, from the very first day until now that they have found his remains. Okay? 8 months later, they find his remains. All right? And I end up with bones. And we're still not able to get his remains until they clear up some technicalities. I got a lot of technicalities. I got a lot of what we can't do. I got a lot of, because his case was not homicide. I got a lot of, because he was critical missing. I got a lot of elevated to his critical missing from missing. And I had to fight and argue for that. Okay. He still doesn't have a reward. All right. My daughter gave them the case. She cracked the case. She cracked the case. She did the research. She drove up here every Friday after work from Charlotte, North Carolina, 9-hour drive after work to come up here to find out what she could find out. And she don't even live here. She in shock. But yes, she was able to pull his case together. Okay? that led her directly to the killer's door. She went there 3 times, knocked on that door. Did not know at the time that her son had actually been killed in there, but she knew enough to know to go to that door. Okay? Now that they has found his remains, they come out with the fact that, you know, he was killed there, leaked out some information, but it was on public release. I found that out from a reporter that came to my house to talk to me about his remains. They gave me the information that she pulled up and brought to me about an address. What address you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. An address that he was going over. He was over somebody's house. That's where he was killed at. Did you know that? No, I didn't know that. Was never told to me. Here you come after finding out that you found these remains, and these remains are him after you had to wait months to get that information. Now you find out that they knew the apartment that he was killed in. But yet the killers are still on the street. You tell me ain't something wrong with that picture.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Now, I respect the detectives and all of that, but I'm saying this. Do your job. Okay? All they had to do with my daughter's case was tie the knots. Tie the knots. We gave you the information. Now you want to come back to us with the information we gave you almost a year later, saying we were right. Basically, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying when you bear witness that he was killed there. But yet he laid out there, not far from the city, out there in woods till he decayed. Out there in the sun, the rain, and everything else. And you give us bones. He could have been found much sooner. Not that I'm saying he could have prevented the murder, but he met this young lady on Plenty of Fish. Let me put that out there. On a dating website. You hear me? Okay? Now we're going back and forth about dealing with those issues. Some things I can't say, but Lord knows when I can bring out the whole story, it's going to blow your mind. Okay? Okay? Now, they think I'm supposed to sit down and not have nothing to say? This was my grandson. I love my grandson. I'm going to ask you questions. Yes, I do want to know why. Yes, I do want to know, did you do this? We had a search party. Miss Green is standing there, Mr. Henson Long. And one day we're going to go searching. I called the detective just to simply ask him, can you give me a specific area where I had these people that's going to help me to try to search for my grandson. He going to say, Miss Cook, everywhere you been, we probably already done been there. And anyway, blah, 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 blah. We could have gone there. We could have gone there. So this is why I want to stand in front of the Department of Justice, because I got tired of the detective telling me about how his hands was tied. My hands are tied. Well, I can't do that, Miss Cook, because my hands are tied. Well, you can't track his phone. No, I can't track his phone because he's just a missing person. He's not a homicide. So no, I cannot do that. We can't apply that to them. My grandson, I knew was murdered. And I tried to tell him that the very first day, especially when I found his car. I tried to tell them that then. My grandson was profiled because of his past. The first detective does the same thing. First thing he said to me, oh, he had a sense of record. Oh, he had a sense of record. Well, what that got to do with him being missing there? Or anybody could have done, and I didn't ask you to come here and tell me that. It took everything inside of me not to jump up and punch somebody in the face. You're talking about my grandson. You're talking about my love. You're not talking about no thing. This ain't no, just because it ain't special to you. He was special to me. How dare you? They don't have nothing. A don't have nothing to do with B. Okay? My grandson was straightening out his life. My grandson had just got a job at a apprenticeship program. He never thought that he could have that kind of hope. He began to see the light come on his eyes. He saw he could turn his life around. Just opportunity.
is raging.
He wanted to be successful. He saw that he could turn his life around. He was turning his life around. Man, don't tell me about his past. I got a past myself.
I knew what was happening.
You look at me about my past and you want to categorize me upon what I've done in the past? Well, who haven't done something in the past? Ain't everybody being holy than now? Tell the truth to shame the devil.
Take me down.
Anybody's life can be turned around. You know, and God turned my life around. And my prayers was being answered by seeing my grandson's life turned around. Because I had prayed for that day. I had prayed for that. But then they gonna think and categorize him, profile him when he's out there missing. But he really wasn't even missing. He was dead. Kind of like it is. Shot multiple times. Laying out there in the woods to decay. Animals eat on him like he was a piece of trash. But they didn't want to listen to me. They didn't want to listen to me. They want to tell me how long they've been on the force. I've been on the force 30 I've been on the force 30 years. I know what I'm doing this cook. I don't need you to tell me how to do my job. I don't need you to tell me how to do my job. I'm looking at them. I'm not telling you. Sir, I'm not telling you. I'm just asking you. I'm asking you. What can I do? I want to help. I want to do anything I can do. I'm not one who want to sit back and wait for you to do all the work. I get out there and work with you, buddy. I want to find out what's going on with my grandson. I don't have no problem. I can work with anybody. That's what I tell people about doing these rallies and things. A lot of people don't want to join in for what? Because it's me talking and ain't you? Because you want to wear your ego on your sleeve is more important than saving lives, getting people help? Because you all on the ego tip, you want to be somebody. But let me tell you something, ain't nobody without God. He is that he is. Ain't none of us, rest of us, he is nothing. We sin every day. Don't get it twisted like you're holding it down flying around with wings. We all make mistakes and fall short of the glory of God. Don't get it twisted. Self-righteous self. What I'm going through now, I wouldn't be able to stand up here strong enough to talk the way I am if it wasn't for the grace of God. Because we did find his remains was the grace of God. That night I prayed. I told God I'm tired. I'm tired of not having answers. I asked him, God, please, let me find his remains, even if it ain't my bones. But don't let my baby lay out there forever, just like a piece of trash. Let us give him a decent memorial. Please, Lord Jesus. I'm tired, Lord. I was on my way to work, on my way home. The very next day, when my daughter gave me the call that the remains was him. And to me, that was the glory of God. It was the glory of God that construction worker found it. Okay? It shouldn't have took that long if they had listened from the beginning when I was trying to tell them. My grandson would just leave. As happy as he was. Grandma had just bought him a car. He was excited. If you could just see his face when the light came on in his mind, when he began to find hope and he began to find something in this world besides breaking laws, he thought he couldn't get nothing better. He thought there was no chance for him. I dare you. I work with my grandson. My prayers was answered, then Satan came and took it. But then we got people that's hung up on who's doing this and who's doing that. You know something? I don't care if you're doing it, who's doing it. If you're doing something that's going to bring about justice, I don't care if you're a one-legged camel. I'll walk with you to Canada. Hello? Step by step. Okay? It didn't matter to me. I want justice. These detectives and things need more resources. FBI need to work with DEA. DEA need to work with MPD. It don't need to be, I can't go to Maryland to search because I got to get this. I can't go over the line unless I get this clear with that. I got to go to Attorney General before I get this done like that. You know, all that's ridiculous. All that bill credit red tape for what? Then you don't want to spend the resources on people like us. But then we don't want to stand up for the resources. We want somebody else to do all the work. But justice belongs to everybody, not just a few. We have to stand up for what is rightfully ours. We're not standing down here asking them or protesting or running in front of their building just to be here. We're talking about looking at your policies and procedures and using your resources where they are most important. And lives are important. Or building a wall. I want to build a wall. Oh yeah, you didn't have no problem putting money up for M13 to get him out of Virginia. Okay, you had no problem with that. How much money you spending on that to get him out of Virginia? Okay. Working on the Hispanics, these people been here trying to live their lives, and all of a sudden you don't want them here, so you don't spend a lot of money on getting them out the country, send them home. But in the meantime, you fight wars in other countries, ain't got to do with the people here. Okay? Just a business deal you worried about. Do you think I'm stupid? You want to do trade. You want it's a money thing going on. But when you come time to spending money in your own country to help to stop and get these killers off the street, come up with laws and things, come up with ways to use those resources to help and stop people have to be in a particular area. But you don't want to address those issues. As the detective told me, and police told me, and PG, when I mentioned to him about missing people, he gonna say to me, oh, we don't have the resources for that. We don't have the resources. There's missing people reported every day. We ain't got the resources to deal with that. Oh, he said it straight up to me. Okay, but I was just glad he wasn't working on my case because that was in PG. But he said we don't have the resources. We get missing calls every day. And we cannot handle all of that. So you know where your files are, right? What they tell you? What did they tell you? If they don't have the resources, and for real, that's the truth. Because if you want a job and you're doing a job and you don't have the resources to get your job done, you're hindered. So a lot of them are here today will do more, but they can't do more. They just worried about being sued. Oh no, you can't go get that girls that he went to her apartment, the one that he was shot up in multiple times. You can't go in that building and sweep that building till somebody come out there with answers. You can't do that. Okay. Well, her boyfriend or whoever else that killed my grandson they dragged his body out the building. How did you get his body out the building? You had to come through the building to get it out. So one way in, one way out. Somebody had to see something, hear something. You shoot somebody several times, 4 times. You gonna tell me you in a closed-in building you don't hear nothing? That's unbelievable. But you won't give them a reward because somebody might want to talk for that money. I told you it was a homicide from the beginning. I knew that my grandson would just walk away from his life. So these are the things that I'm trying to stand up for, y'all, because we need to get before the council. We need to talk to the people. We need to get with Mr. Kennedy. He can arrange all that for us, that we have a chance to stand in front of Congress, the council, okay? Because these laws have to be changed. They're just as important. Women rights, gay rights, okay? Smoking marijuana, getting high rights. Getting high rights is more important than lives rights. But they fortunately got that. You gonna tell me somebody being able to smoke reefer in their house is more important than my grandson getting shot? Well, they were allocated for that. We got 4 million women come here and talk about women rights. Well, I'm a woman too, and whatever. But come on, give me a break. What y'all want?
This is what I said to him.
You know, but no, that's more important than lives. That's the way they carry it. It's more important than lives. And this is what I'm talking about. And we as a people have to stand together as Martin Luther King did years ago. Unite and stand together for causes, because the causes ain't gonna change when 1 or 2 noises wagon gets the attention. We got to stand up, stop tripping, ego tripping. Okay? And stand up with each other for causes. I ain't worried about if I want to sleep with you or go home with you. I ain't trying to do all that. All I'm trying to do is stand up against the causes together. I don't want your man. I don't want your house. I don't want your car. I don't want your job. I don't want nothing you have. I just want justice. Just that simple. So I stand down here for the Justice Department. And believe me, they hear us. You think they don't got the doors closed, talking representatives are gonna come. All of a sudden, 2 days later, before time for the rally, they're gonna send me an email talking about, oh, we didn't realize it holiday, so they won't be able to make it. But I told you Martin Luther King's Day, so you don't know that's a holiday? All of a sudden the day, oh, oops. Okay? They don't want to address this issue. So avoidance, that's the way they always do, avoidance. When we come with something that we have them baffled, when we come with truth and honesty, when we come asking for something that we deserve, then they want to treat us a certain way. I know, I work in the business sector. I know how they operate. I work in the federal government years. So I know how they operate. So, you know, and the thing is that how we operate and treat each other is a shame. It's a shame. We want to call or go get our own little thing going on because we want recognition. Well, you know what? Until you bring God in it and stand with him and let him bring you to justice, that's all you're going to get is a ball of confusion. You're like a bunch of ignorant fools that just out there raise your voice for no reason. Because we can't come together. That's why they don't run us up, but they should run us up. Because we can't come together. We don't come together. We don't come. Churches and everything else, they need to get behind the pulpit, come out here in the street and rally and stand with people. Okay? That's what Jesus does. But if you're going to follow Jesus, then follow him. If you read his word, he'll tell you what to do. And if he's in it, it's going to happen. I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep out there. It's just me by myself. I'm going to keep on standing, keep on rallying, keep on speaking, keep on fighting, because my grandson did not deserve what he got. The love for him will keep me going. Always keep me going. My baby, he may be gone. They took him from me. I'm going to hurt for the rest of my life. Even if I get justice, it's not going to be over. Because I got to live with his presence gone. I got to live with somebody's in that car with my child, shot my child in that car. You can't shoot yourself on the right side. Somebody's in that car with my child. Now they tell me because my son got married April 5th that they can't give me no information. Well, I'm not going for that. I'm not going to stand for that. I am my child's boss today in front of the Department of Justice because I demand justice for my child and the James. I'm going to get my proof that I need. Ms. Cook, I want to thank you and Mr. Long for bringing me in this sermon. There's so much I want to say about my baby. We've got 8 beautiful grandkids. And I heard every day. I cried so much for my baby. I have nobody now. I'm in a house by myself. I live alone by myself. Now, like I said, you can call anonymous. You can text 50411. Somebody knows something that happened to my child. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I call anonymous. I have a code. So, I'm not anonymous. You see me right now. I'm Retha James. And I'm speaking for my child. I'm not hiding and I'm not running. I don't wish nothing on the person that killed my child. All I want you to do is just come to justice. Stand up. You was a man to take my child's life. Will be that same man and come and turn yourself in. That's all I'm asking. There's a lot of friends that he has. There's a lot of soldiers that supposed to be his friend that came to that funeral when I put my child on rest and told me that they was there, his buddy, they was his friend, they was his best friend. But where's his best friend's name? Ain't nobody out here giving me no support. I'm out here by myself. If it wasn't for Mr. Long and Miss Cook put me in this circle, I would have had nobody with me. I would be standing alone right here like I am. Ain't none of my family here. Ain't none of my friends that hugged me at that funeral here. I'm standing here by myself. But y'all with me. I'm in a group that love me. I'm in a group that supports me. I'm in a group that's hearing me right now. I got so much prayer from these people that's in this group
that I had in my 52 years. I just had a birthday day after Christmas. I just turned 52 years old. Now, don't get it wrong. That was my son, but Jesus only lent him to me. He lent him to me. But this person that took his life only gave me 30 years that he lent him to me. But Jesus giving me strength every day. Every day. So I just want to thank all of y'all for giving me this time to say what I have to say for my baby. And I want to let y'all know that I love each and every one of y'all. I'm going to be here with you. I'm coming on your radio station. I'm going to be on your line, Mr. Long. I'm going to be on your line, Miss Courtney. And I just want y'all to just give me love and hugs. I don't need nothing else but love and hugs. And give me peace and justice for my Norman James. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. I love y'all.
Okay, some of them 60s, 70s, 60s, and 80s are still in the belly of the beast, such as the Move Organization is still in the belly of the beast in Pennsylvania. And then with May 13, 1985, when a number of their youth were killed, and there was no justice at that. And then it still goes on.
No, sorry to hear this.
Thank you. Thank you for everything.
That was not being addressed. And, so of course, the song with the Golden Globes, they addressed about with the women's rights. But the question that he asked, even though he filmed had the film on Lifetime movies, was why wasn't it not being addressed about with the attack of the youth?
Right.
Meaning, the sex trade and such like that.
Okay.
That wasn't addressed.
Okay.
And then so you go further. Now, how I got into the case with Marty McMillan was going on 8th Street over to Whole Foods.
Okay.
I was seeing the sign that was on the Veterans. A couple of weeks later, I don't see the sign.
Oh,
I'm calling. Now, what I noticed when I'm going up and down the street, I'm seeing signs talking about dogs are missing, but those were posted in November time. Those are still there, and they're still there now. So, as Miss Felicia was cooking, Cook was saying that when you look at the situation where they could have had the answers, they could have had that all along. But for them not to only just to give the answers on the day of his birthday, the conclusion does not make any sense. So, of course, this was a case with the website, Plenty of Fish. If you look at what has been here within the last couple of years, or the cases that have been here in D.C., this is not the first time this has happened and had a good situation with that website. For the last 2 or 3 years have been other people that have been victim of it, where they have been lured to it, been supposedly on a date, been killed, been murdered, been robbed. Then if you look around the United States here, even in Texas, even in other states, have been the case of that. And then, of course, when you look at the family of Christian Muse, his situation, where, with D.C. and Maryland, how he was lured with the site. And I'm thankful and glad to see some of his family members on here as well, too. But it lets you know that they could do so much that they could be done. They could have had a task force on missing. They know about the case of John Burnett. This is a little girl that was missing all along. They know about the case of the Clarence Williams in Georgia. A number of kids that were missing from that time frame. But interesting enough, on my way back from Georgia, I get on the bus when we had to get off in Richmond. And there's this lady that tells me, she says, you know what? My cousin is missing. I said, really? I said, well, tomorrow we're having a rally with the families and their loved ones that are missing. So she explained to me that her cousin was Tier Johnson. She and her daughter have been missing. The daughter was no more than 8 months old. She seen that there reconciliation of about so many missing in Norfolk, Newport areas, Hampton area, and as we know what happened in the case of the young sister. So this is not common. This is not unusual. Another thing too important about this day. Yes, we're here on Martin Luther King's birthday, but how many did you all know about what happened to his brother A.D. King? A.D. King, it was expected that they surmised about the situation that he was killed from drowning. But his sister and his wife said that when they looked at his body, they found that there were rings around his neck. So that shows of that injustice that is there. Wow. Then you look with the leader, the person that's in charge of the Department of Justice, Sessions. This should not be an unfamiliar situation, because how he got into the position of being Attorney General and being up further in his career path to be in charge of the Department of Justice was a case that happened in Alabama concerning someone that was missing and someone that was killed. So there is no excuse why there cannot be a task force that can be put in place for these type of cases and situations, and it's such that the websites, as Plenty of Fish and other ones that lure you for dating sites or whatever, be shut down, especially when you have a number of cases that expose that of the people being killed, robbed, and the cases unresolved, but more importantly, of the fact of the type of crime that was being done. Some of them being lured on the internet, and so supposedly they're supposed to have where they're supposed to be with looking at demanding websites being shut down. But you see some of them still in place. So what I need to ask is the cases that are here with the Department of Justice, has there been a request for them to be involved in the case? That's important. Okay, we know that the Department of Justice shut down today, but it's important to do a request and a demand to the Department of Justice so that it can be put within their system that someone is requesting for justice and answers on these cases. So that's what I wanted to leave at this, but there's so many that are impacted, such as like I said yesterday, just like boarding a bus of someone that had a relative that was missing, and there's so many others that we know around here. So I'm not going to say too much on that, but there's a lot to be done here. And yes, we're here today on the holiday, but there's so much that has to be done every day beyond that. Thank you again. Thanks.
She's powerful, and she thank her. The next people that we have is the Muse family is here. Mr. Muse was not able to make it. He's kind of tired, but he's been fighting for his son. Oh, he's talking. Oh my goodness! Now that's a special treat there. I hope he might try to cheer us up a little bit and sing a couple lyrics. He's a beautiful entertainer. I love his music. He inspired me, y'all, for Christmas, and Thanksgiving was very hard for me. This is my first year. It was hard. So what he did for me was send me a CD, Christmas CD, in the mail. And she's on the CD, and at the end she says, "What you say, baby? I love you, Daddy. Merry Christmas, Daddy." And she was just a baby. "Merry Christmas, Daddy." But anyway, and that left my spirit. So, reason we do this, and we keep on trying to pull together. Thank you for the beautiful prayer. I'm thanking people because we got to continue to fight. As Mr. Kennedy said, we have to continue to fight and come together. Let's not worry about how many shows up and this and that and the other. I'm not going to, here he comes. That's my man. That man got a voice of an angel. You hear me? That's my baby. I was calling my son, and I said, wait a minute, now you couldn't have been that young. I'm talking about my grandson, so I had to back up a little bit because I said, wait a minute, because I thought he was younger than what he was, you know. Then he came out and told his little age, and I said, I said, well, that made me seem like I was, living off the chain. So I called him my little brother, and he's a beautiful person. I love him. He's been suffering with this a long time. He gives me encouragement. He carries it well, and I know it's very painful because anytime you don't know where your child is, because now that I know where Marty is, through the grace of God, but he doesn't even know where his son is, so I'll let him tell you because he's awesome.
Thank you, Ms. Cook. I don't even know where to start. I've been over this so many times, with spots in the media and just telling my personal experience to people. These are my children. Milano and Michael Jr. Christian, my youngest son, happens to be Milano's twin brother. And this thing has been an ordeal that has been in our lives for almost 6 years now. Christian isn't found by July. Resurfaces somehow. A total of 6 years since he's been missing. Circumstances revolving around his disappearance they're really kind of mysterious. I mean, I'd be the first to admit I know Christian decided to leave home on his own because he was going through a whole bunch of adversity. Things ranging from child exploitation by adults to being molested by a family member, drugs. So he left on his own, but needless to say, I know my son. He's a family-oriented young man. He loved his family. He loved being fun and funny around his family. And he was very much ready. So for him to disappear and not call anyone in that 6-year period, something's wrong. Police want to keep leaning on, well, he's just running. First of all, you're a grown person. You can't run away. We've heard rumors of far-fetched. Buried dead in the woods in Arizona, to some guy who worked out in Greenbelt, who told his girlfriend he knows who killed Christian, to just yesterday when I got a report saying he was seen over in Forestville. So I guess my point is the rumors are so vast and so far-fetched that you don't know where to start. This is what I said to him. That I do know is that the main thing is on. I would trade places with anybody. I'm a firm believer in God, and I know in this life we got to meet our Maker someday. So I've accepted that possibility that Christian may not be here. But at this point, as a family, we just want closure. One thing that really disturbed me about yesterday's report was the young lady that sent me the message, told me she immediately grabbed the PG County police officer and tried to point him in Christian's direction, saying, hey, that guy's a registered missing person. Can you help us? And she said the police nonchalantly brushed her off. So that's the monster that we're dealing with. They don't look for us. When I say us, I mean young black men. They don't look for us. And, they wonder why we say Black Lives Matter. Black God, all lives matter. But we shouldn't have to say that. That's the point. If you have to say it, then something is wrong. But in our daily lives as black people, we witness that and we experience it constantly. We see our young men getting slaughtered by police officers and they're unarmed, and then all excuses in the world are made. All the way down to what happened yesterday. Police officer that had a missing person. Not even showing any concern whatsoever. So we deal with those things. I'm a firm believer that God is balanced all our lives and trust in Him. Not too many of us know. You just don't know anybody who's a missing person, missing child. That's almost so I guess that's one of the reasons why everybody's so hard to figure out. describe him as my soul. And I say that because I don't actually shed physical tears, but I can feel all of emotion and sorrow, and it's almost like God has left me, and I just feel this emptiness inside. Or the best way, you know, if you held your breath too long and right before you have to let it, that feeling, it's a horrible feeling.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of times after having dreams about him, I'll wake up feeling that way, and no tears will come out. So your tears are your relief, and if they don't come out, you just suffer.
Right.
And that's what I go through, and I have one of those dreams at least twice a month. You know, I say I have to be strong, but I give all praises and honor to God.
Yes, sir. There you go. Amen. There you go, baby. We have to. We have to, baby.
I love you.
We have to.
Because I know without him I wouldn't be able to get through this.
There you go. There you go.
My children keep me strong because I see them trying to move on with their lives and be positive and productive people, even though they're suffering the pain in their own way, and especially my daughter Milana. I mean, my God, that's his twin sister. And I know they have a bond and a connection that I can't even explain.
Right. Right.
So I don't know what she's doing.
Okay? Nobody knows she's
It's a deep thing that she may not even be, but I've seen that connection that they have. Just as an example, there was a time when they hadn't been around each other when they were babies for like a month. They hadn't seen each other, they knew each other. So they had some type of spiritual connection that they had. And a lot of times I stop worrying about myself and I'm thinking about her. She's just stuck like that.
to move